Alright, we're back in the Demon Cave, and we're about to see what happens next in the DLC of Betrayal of Comrades. And last time we defeated Clarence and Shirley finally, which was just ridiculous. So now all it says is reach the innermost area, which doesn't really tell me anything. To unlock, oh yeah, I already have the codes for that. Is that what they want me to do? That's my best guess. Well, it looks like we have another boss fight on our hands. Oh no, it's ninjas! Well, he's a fast guy, isn't he? Well, I guess at the very least these guys aren't completely ridiculous, but at the same time they're incredibly tanky. And this guy's only level 100, and I'm level 119, so... Alright, so hopefully we can get rid of at least one of these guys. Yeah, I think that was a good choice to use that weapon art there. Ow. Oh, come on, really? Okay then. Apparently if he's the only one left, he just goes in rage mode. It's so close, yet so far. Yeah, the damage this guy deals now is like, what? Good thing I put on the camouflage, because pretty sure that has saved me. And I'm really hoping that this guy doesn't regenerate health, because that would just... I'm guessing when he goes on the ground, he activates. Well, not only does he activate a shield, but he seems to move faster after he deactivates it. Maybe it's just me. And this guy is crazy quick too. I guess that's what happens when you have like 200 plus agility, isn't it? In Speed Form 4. I think this guy's tankier than the sword dude was. We're slowly dwindling him down with that speed. Oh, come on, really? Now we're after gonna fight both of them again. So this is what happens when, well, I mean, we have decent healers, but... I mean, that last guy, he just would not go down. Like, all of the shots that I was doing to him was just not doing anything. And now we have to fight both of them at once again. Are all endgame bosses like this where you have to fight two of them? Like, alright. Do the best I can here. Good thing I already have the keys or whatever for these. I mean, I could... Well, here's the thing. I mean, I could fight these bosses on easy mode just to get through it, but I don't... But at the same time, I don't want to, because... I mean, not necessarily because I like this type of challenge, but I want to try having it be at... I don't want to go down a difficulty just to go through it, if that makes sense. At the same time, some of these DLC bosses are just... So what I'm gonna try to do is dwindle both of them down, because it seems like when you kill one of them, the other one goes into rage mode. Or something, at least. So I'm gonna try to... I mean, if this keeps going on, I might run out of ammo or something first. But yeah, if we dwindle both of them down, I'm thinking then when they do go into rage mode, one of them is gonna... I mean, they're gonna a lot easier to kill, and I'm gonna focus on the ranged guy first. Because what seems to be the case for me is that that stupid stun mine as well. Yeah, I can definitely tell that the range, the guy with a gun deals more damage when he's by himself. The only I mean, with this meta, with this camouflage or whatever, it doesn't seem to really work that well. Like, if you get too close to enemies, they can easily tell where you are, and I find that to be really annoying because it's camouflage. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, especially when you have a sword user that moves faster than you, that doesn't really help. So yeah, I think if I was using the optimal party of Asuna 7 and Sachi, like I was going to in normal mode, this probably would be... It probably wouldn't be that bad, but since I'm not using any dedicated healers, like I keep saying, like they have decent healing skills, but they're not really dedicated support characters, so it's just I don't know. And also 7 has the resurrection kit or whatever that is new with 4th DLC, and I think she's the only one who has that as well. The only thing that I can think of is possibly get rid of Dane for somebody, but I don't know what. Because Dane has Shield Matrix and Human Fortress, which both reduce damage. Well, so does M, but... like, Silka is pretty much the only tank/healing character. And it is really nice that she has AED shot as well, so... With how much trouble that I'm having, and I really, really don't want to level grind anymore, because the normal enemies that I'm facing, they're pretty easy to kill, so it's only these bosses that tend to have relatively ridiculous... Well, I mean, my first shot against the double bosses there, it was okay, but I don't know, like when I killed the sword user, the gun user, he just would not go down. Like, he takes hardly any damage, and so I think with these two bosses anyway, I think their tankiness is what really gets me. I think it's not really necessarily the damage they deal, like with Clarence and Shirley was, but the sheer amounts of HP and defense they have is simply ridiculous. Or maybe it's just, it might be the case where maybe I'm just not a very good Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet player. I mean, yeah, I've really been going on against these bosses, but I don't know, I don't think I'm that bad. I mean, it could be the case where I am actually that bad, I don't know. One thing that I'm thinking about doing is, I have something that adds a ton of dexterity, and I'm thinking maybe I could possibly use that. 20 dexterity, but it's helmets. I think I have one that's 26. 26 dexterity, 28 agility, 29 strength. How about type? So I have this one on. Could add more vitality. Vitality. Health regen, defense, agility. Yeah, I don't know. One neat trick that you can do with the various different different characters for changing up the memory chips is that when you go to this, I can go to that one that was 29, I think it was like 26 dexterity or something. Oh, it was the 29 strength one, because I was gonna, well, having a higher strength is pretty beneficial. Like 26 dexterity, I might put that on just to see if that helps, but I don't think it really will. So what you can do here is put that 26 dexterity on a character, and then go from that one to the one that you want to use. Or I mean, like, what you can use. Like, for an example, this 8 strength and defense versus light forms, and then switch them. So what that does is that it allows you to wield the accessory benefits that you want without being limited, because they're like both helmets or something. So like that. I thought that was a pretty neat trick. And then I have 156 dexterity, and I don't know if that will really help me very much. So here's the thing. I really want to get to the Dissonance of the Nexus DLC, because it has a whole new area, and it is also winter themed, which, I don't know, for some reason I really like open areas that are winter themed in video games. I mean, I really don't like winter in real life because of snow shoveling and the roads, but in games I really like the theme of it. And they also added new weapons in that DLC, but the thing is that I think you can only get those weapons in that new area, which is kind of annoying because they have revolvers in that one, and I really want to use revolvers, possibly. So that is kind of where I'm at. Now, I wanted to finish all 3 of these DLCs before I started that one, because it's doing them in order. I don't think you have to. It's just personal preference. So this is what I'm planning to do. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna probably fight these bosses in easy mode. I mean, I really don't want to, but at the same time, I don't want to level grind so much until I mean, some of these, to make these bosses easier for me to kill, I mean, I have rank 9 weapons, so I can't really get any better weapons at this point. And I don't want to continuously level grind. I mean, until I obviously get to the Dissonance of the Nexus DLC. So I'm 20 levels above their level recommendation, and I'm having this much trouble when I'm 20 levels above it. I don't know, I just can't. I just can't help but feel like either I'm just playing that badly, which I don't feel like I am, or these bosses are just toned too much in one way or another. So unfortunately, I think from this point on, for at least these first 3 DLCs, I'm gonna have to do it in easy mode. I really don't want to, but I think this is how it's gonna be. I think, like I said, if they allowed you to use Asuna 7, well, Asuna and 7, because they're both really good healing characters, I just have a feeling like I wouldn't have that many problems, but you can't use them. And so you have to, well, I mean, Elizabeth has some good skills like the armor break, power break, HP recovery shot, and whatnot. And Silka has some good skills, but they're not, I wouldn't call them dedicated healers. And then, I don't know, I don't think Dane is definitely not as tanky as he should be either, evidently. So yeah, I think this is where, well, let's log out here and then go to easy mode, since I have a little bit of time left, and see how it goes, because I think I mentioned in one of my previous parts, especially for getting the house expansion stuff, is that the boss, the honeycomb maker in the demon cave, he was doing, well, even at my higher level, I think he still does like 2,000 to 3,000 damage per laser beam he shoots at you, and in easy mode he was doing like only 700, so they more or less make the damage incredibly easy. Oh, and let's talk to Argo, because I finished her quest. And I have no idea what she means by what furniture she's thinking of. What is that? That looks like a speaker system on steroids? Voice library? You can listen to different voice lines by raising your affinity with a character. Maxing out your affinity will unlock all voice lines. What does that mean? Does that mean that they have more conversations while they're out in the field? Or does it just mean that... Huh. Okay, but... What is the point of this? And I don't remember there ever being an opportunity for her to name call Yui, but okay. I'm just so confused as to... I guess it's a nice feature, but at the same time I'm really confused on, out of all the things that they added something like this. And apparently Yui has some dialogue. Huh? Huh?
わかりました。頑張りましょう。HP 危険域です。そんな一つ強くなりましたね。一つ強くなりましたね。やっ、
And also, I don't... So they recorded voice lines for weapons they would never use, because as far as I know, you can't change what weapons they use, so they're never going to have these voice lines for a melee attack when they never use melee. I mean, okay. Huh. I'm just so confused right now. Well, I guess this is it's there. So if you want to hear all of the voice lines for all of the characters, well, here's your opportunity to do so. Including for your own character if you really want. So, huh. I mean, I'm glad that the quest actually gave me new furniture, because for some of these characters I thought they would have given me a bit more than they did. I am just... Yeah, I don't know. Well, let me... before I get too lost, let me try these bosses again on easy mode and see the difference, I guess. And see how tanky they are. But yeah, out of all of the things they could have added, that's like the most bizarre thing that I would have ever... I mean, I don't think I would have ever thought of that. Adding something where you can hear the voice lines of the different characters. Well, so far I can definitely tell they're less tanky, but not... Well, they're still taking up quite a bit of a fight. Especially this guy, since he has, like, hitboxes of, like, armor or something, where he takes practically no damage. And I think I'm gonna try to do what I did last time, and see about, see if killing them one at a time makes any difference. Yeah, well, will say that their damage is a lot more manageable, but they're still pretty tanky. Actually, against Dane, he doesn't seem to really be doing anything. Well, we got the smaller one. I mean, not the smaller one, the sword user. Yeah, so I think against these guys, if you can, try to get them both to low health before you decide to kill one of them. Yeah, his damage is... Like, really? I mean, I know I'm in easy mode, but that was kind of pathetic. I mean, besides them being still relatively tanky, that boss was pathetic in comparison to normal mode. Why is there such a disparity between normal and easy mode? Like, you go from being relatively, I mean, hard to extremely easy, and that's, I don't know, I think they should possibly scale those a bit better, because having the bosses be like a third of their difficulty when you go to easy mode is, or even less than that, is it just isn't right. Because I think that boss there, he was only doing the gun one. After he was in, even when he was by himself, I think he was only doing like roughly 100 to 200 damage every shot. Well, in normal mode, he was doing 1,000. So why is there such a big difference between those? Well, anyway, I guess we can move forward now. And with that, I'm going to end this episode here. So thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful day.